Hey guys, welcome to your Celtic cross reading for Sagittarius. Apply this to your own unique situations, like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you guys get notified on when my new videos post, when I go live. Also, if you guys are interested in wanting to follow me on my social media pages. Personal readings with me on Zoom, pre-recorded. The links and the details are in the description box below. If you guys haven't joined my channel memberships, hit the join button. I'll greatly appreciate it if you guys did join, just to support me and my channel. And also, if you guys didn't know, I am offering 2026 yearly forecast readings up until January 15th. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys can book it with me in my personals, okay? And yeah, let's get started. Tell me about Sagittarius. Give me the Celtic cross of Sag. What's going on with Sag? Tell me about Sagittarius. What's going on with Sag? Tell me about Sagittarius in their current situation, their current position right now. What's going on with Sagittarius currently? Wow, we have the Lovers card here. Nice. Some of you guys could be making a decision on love here, okay? Some of you guys could be falling in love. You know, also, you know, some of you guys could be choosing yourself in love right now, where you guys are finding kind of like harmony and balance in your life. Gemini energy here. The challenge position for you is the Ace of Wands. Seems like there's a lack of a false beginning, or that there's like false starts here. You know what's lacking here? And if you're dealing with the connection here right now, what's lacking here right now is that there's a lack of like sexual energy. There's a lack of passion. But here's the thing, there's chemistry here though. I don't know if this is kind of like a bit of a slow burn to allow it to develop over time. I feel like another challenge that is coming through is that, you know, some of you guys could be starting something new, something creative here, but there's kind of like a bit of a false start, you know? There's a challenge, you know, whether you could do this or not. But I feel like you could. Yeah, I do feel like you could. Tell me about what does Sagittarius need to focus on, which is the Queen of Wands. Basically going for what you want here, Sagittarius. Stopping at nothing until you achieve it, okay? Yeah, I feel like even though you may be feeling like there's challenges and obstacles regarding this new beginning here, like I just feel like you guys are just going to try anyway. You guys are not going to give up. Yeah, you guys are in this Queen of Wands energy. Tell me about Sagittarius's past, which is the Star card. I mean, your past is filled with hopes, dreams, and optimism here. It's good to have optimism, but I also feel like, you know, when it comes to, you know, starting something, it is important to plan. Yeah, it is important to plan. You know, that structure can give us that compass of, you know, that guidance of how we can approach things in a certain way. I mean, some of you guys could be realizing your life's purpose or something like that. I mean, some of you guys could be focusing on your healing. It's led you up until this point where, you know, there could be new love coming into your life, or that you could be dealing with a relationship here that you're trying to make work. Tell me about Sagittarius' strength, your confidence. I feel like anything that you set out to do, I feel like you will be able to achieve it, Sagittarius. Yeah, like I just feel like there's an energy of like you could just do it. Yeah, you could just do it. Anything that you set your sights on, you could make it happen, basically. There's a lot of fire energy here. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of inspiration. There's a lot of drive. Seems like, you know, the fire has been lit within you to go for what you want, to bring in hope, healing, optimism, harmony, balance into your life. What is coming in for Sagittarius in the near future was this, the Four of Cups. In the near future here, I feel like there's an energy of you looking for more. Looking for more in life. You know, there's a sense of, with the Four of Cups, there's a sense of feeling bored, you know, and I feel like you guys are just ready for a new beginning. But I feel like you guys don't know how to go about it. So I feel like it is important for you to take some time out, sit down, be patient, and plan it. You know, sometimes, you know, in life, certain things need to be planned out, and then there are certain things in life, yeah, it could be spontaneous, things could be unplanned, it's fun, but, you know, I do feel like there are certain things that needs to be planned out. Yeah, you know, obviously getting married, buying a home, planning to have a child and stuff like that. You know, certain things need to kind of like line up in order for these certain things to happen, right? So tell me about what advice do we have here for Sagittarius? 7 of Pentacles. Be patient is the advice here. And also look back at, you know, mistakes. Look back at the times that things didn't work out, you know? And make sure you do things differently. Don't repeat the same thing again. You know, sometimes people repeat the same things again, you know, thinking that, you know, if they repeat it again, you know, they're hoping if they hold their breath long enough, it would be different, it would work out. It won't. You know, a lot of times when you repeat the same thing again, you just end up, you know, in the same place again, right? So this is about changing your own patterns on how you approach things, if it makes sense. Okay? It's about changing your patterns on how you approach things. Tell me about Sagittarius' environment. We have the Queen of Swords. Your sword is down. I feel like right now, for you, you guys could be drawing the line in the sand with people here and just having firm boundaries. Like it's almost like an energy of like, I'm not going to repeat myself. This is it. You know, this is what I could tolerate. This is what I can't tolerate. I feel like also I'm feeling like an energy of like, you know, I have a lot to say, but also at the same time, I have nothing else to say. Sometimes less is more, depending on the situation. Yeah, sometimes saying less could be better than saying what you have to say, you know? You know, I feel like if you're unable to say it, or that, you know, someone who's not willing to hear you out, journal it, put it down, yeah, write it on paper, let it out, you know? Because I feel like whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking, it is meant to be heard and seen. Whether it's by a person, or your guides, or angels, or ancestors, or the universe, just let it out, okay? Tell me about Sagittarius' hopes and fears. Oh, we got the King of Pentacles here. Your hopes and fears is to basically find someone here who is very stable in their life. Someone who's normal. Yeah. I feel like your fears are, you know, this person may not meet you on your level though. There could be someone new coming into your life when it comes to love. But like I said, there's a lot of chemistry. The problem is there's a lack of sexual energy between you and your person. Like I said, I feel like maybe that part could be a little bit of a slow burn, or that you guys just got to figure each other out, you know, when it comes to, you know, the sex thing. You know, sometimes there are certain situations you just have such great chemistry with somebody and then the sex is horrible. Yeah, that happens. But then there's love here, you know, so it's kind of like you wonder, does the sex really matter? I feel like it does, but I feel like these things need to be discussed. Yeah. And don't put, like, I feel like it's more important not to put someone down if, you know, if they're not satisfying you. But to have that conversation is important, okay? What is the outcome? 8 of Wands. Outcome could be that there's a lot of communication coming through. Yeah. But I just feel like there's a sense of the fire is being lit within you and you guys are just going for things here. And trying to learn the art of being patient, okay? So, Sagittarius, I do hope that this was helpful. I hope that this resonated, and I'll speak to you guys in another read. Thanks, bye.